All right, welcome. Welcome back to the community event. Today we have a special event, and this event is about PyGame, or simply speaking, this is Python game engine, game development engine, and this is, I think, that the most popular. So let me be honest, Python is not the best language to develop games, maybe, but PyGames is quite good. It's very interesting. So you have super duper game development engines like Unity, like Unreal Engine, but PyGames is very good to start with. It has very good features also. And today I'm not alone. You can see I'm not alone. I'm with Max, who will also be the main speaker today.
Yeah.
I will
Hi.
assess Max.
Hi,
Max,
everyone.
how are you, Max?
I'm fine. Yeah. How are you?
Me too. And you guys, I know that you don't have any school now. You're at holidays. So let us go for our chat, and that is live stream chat. So let me share the screen. I'm sharing my screen. You see the chat. Let's say some hello to each other. Hi, everyone in the stream. Hey, yeah. So, how do you feel today? Max asked you, how do you feel today? Just write us. How do you feel today? Good. Let's wait with some more answers. Renata says, okay, excited to develop a game. You guys, what kind of game would you like to develop? Like, any ideas? Well, Max has an idea already. And today you will get the basic understanding of how it works in Python. We will start from scratch, right, Max?
Yeah, I'll start from scratch and create that basic game. I may show you the example of this game. How does it look like? And some other Py games which I have created. Yeah, so you can see what are the possibilities of the Py game.
Okay. Let me do just one very short, let me call it survey. Do you have Visual Studio Code? Studio, I missed the studio. PyCharm is also okay. Yes, sure, you can use PyCharm. Max, can you allow them to use PyCharm?
Yeah, of course you can use PyCharm.
Yeah. Okay, let me do like Visual Studio Code or other IDE editor install.
And another important question is, do you have Python installed? Because we need it too.
Yeah, we'll ask that. So is there anyone who has not installed Python? Just let us know and we will do that fast. Is there anyone? Okay. All right. Then I think, Max, we can start the following. We can do the folder first, right? Then we can, I have already, it's called Starship. And we can very fast, like 3 minutes, install Python. And maybe you can also show how to install Visual Studio.
Yeah, okay.
Like 5 minutes max. And then directly let's go to PyGames, all right?
Yeah.
Very cool. So I stop my sharing and Max now will continue.
I still can't share. Please allow me.
Send me 3 Bitcoins. I will.
That's like, how much is Bitcoin now?
Well, 3 Bitcoins is a lot of money.
Well, yeah, 1 Bitcoin is 48,000 euro. Yeah. So how to install, first of all, Python. We go to python.org. Yeah, here we see the Python page, and you can click on downloads and download for Windows. So if you have Windows, and download for other operating system if you have other operating system. I have Python already installed, so this is how my window looks like. But but your window will look like this. Yeah, your window will look like this. So yeah, you press add Python to path. That's necessary because otherwise you won't be able to install PyGames. And yeah, and click install now, and then you just press next, 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 next. And that's how you install Python.
Next thing. Next.
Yeah, and I can send you a link, python.org.
But guys, this is important, okay? People in the stream. This is important to add Python to path because that will be easy for you to use that later, okay?
If you don't have
that.
Windows, if you have Linux or Mac OS, you don't have to add to path. You don't have path. Yeah, and Visual Studio Code. Yeah, just click on the first link. Here it is, and just download for Windows. And yeah, and then just run. And here you also press next. Yeah, I have already it installed, so I have already opened Visual Studio Code, so it doesn't allow me to install it now. Yeah.
So you guys, if you have any problems, we usually start like 5 minutes with installations because it's important that everyone has those things, and it's really very easy to do that.
You can use PyCharm, you can use Visual Studio Code. It's not important. You can use any other IDE.
Yeah. All right. Things are fine, right?
Yeah.
Any problems?
So Python and Visual Studio Code. If you have, no, you shouldn't. Here we have, one moment. You shouldn't disable path length. You don't need it. And just close. You have successfully installed Python. Yeah. And yeah, when you install Visual Studio Code, you have something like this. Yeah, I should close it and open. You have something like this. Probably you have some welcome screen. Here you press on the extensions button, which looks like 4 cubes. And here you search for Python and install Python extension here, so you can run Python codes.
Yeah, and this only works for Visual Studio Code. Yeah. If you work with PyCharm, we already assume that you are professionals. So you know what to do, right? So one more time, please follow the steps. There's 4 cubes, extensions, find Python,
for Python and install.
Yeah, install it. And you will be ready to go. Maybe you will get some notifications to install a linter and so on, PyLint, I think. That's okay, just install it. All right, so the last survey, we are ready to go. Please make some reactions here. If you give us green light in Discord, then we continue. So give us, the more green lights we will get, the faster we will start. So give us some green lights, more green lights. We want more. Is that it? Others are working on that. Okay, so I think we can go. We can continue.
Okay, when you have Visual Studio installed and Python installed, you should create a folder. Yeah, I'll create it on my desktop. So just new folder, and let's call it PyGame Spaceship. And then you just open that folder. Yep, PyGame Spaceship. And here you have some kind of welcome screen. And you also create your first, maybe not first, but your Python file. Let's call it main.py. Okay, now we are ready to start with PyGames. Not quite ready because we have one more important thing to do. And it's installing PyGame itself. So if you are working with Visual Studio Code, you have to write this command pip, which installs packages, install, which means install, and PyGame, which is the name of our module. Since I have already installed PyGame, it says that I can install it once more because I have it already installed. But you'll have to write this command in your terminal. If it doesn't work for your terminal, you can open this command prompt here. Here, and write this command here: pip install PyGame.
If it is too fast for you guys, let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay.
How do I open this thing? First of all, if you want to open the terminal, you can press run button and it will open the terminal. And here you pip install PyGame. If you want to open the command prompt, you press Windows and R button. So Win plus R, and right there CMD, and you have this thing opened.
Yeah, but actually we don't need this.
We don't need this, but
yeah.
Some people have problems with this terminal, and only this works for them.
Yeah, but let us see if you have problem with the terminal in Visual Studio Code or in PyCharm, then just let us know. Okay, because the easiest way, of course, is to work with from the terminal. Just write pip install PyGame. Yeah. And you will see that something will happen. And if you get the warning, that's fine. It says that you have a different version a bit. That's fine. Just ignore that for now. Right, Max? We can ignore that.
Yeah, we can ignore it. Don't worry if you get this warning. It just says that you have the older version.
Okay, Renate, the deadly hooded man, Arvils, Kozlovskis. Are you comfortable? Did you manage that? Cool. Then we can continue. If you see that it's fast, just let us know, right? Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
So we have just installed the package from the internet, and this package is some code which people have written for other people, and PyGame is actually now 20 years old, so people have been writing this code for 20 years. Yeah, if we want to use this code, we have to import PyGame. Just write import PyGame, and that's how we can use this code. When we have imported PyGame, we have to initialize it, just like with car. So PyGame is a game engine. It's an engine which allows us to create our games. In car, you also have an engine, and if you want a car to go, you have to start engine. Just like in car, we have to start our engine. PyGame.init, initialize PyGame. And now we are able to make our games. If you run this code, it says, "Hello from the PyGame community." Does it work for you? Maybe you have some problems with it. Okay, so now we'll create our first game. We'll start with the screen, with our screen. So to create screen, we have to write PyGame.display. This allows us to create a display and set mode. Set mode sets the size of our screen, and the size of our screen is stored in list, where you have the horizontal, let it be some 115, and the vertical, of this dimension. And now when we start our game, we have this screen, which shows for a second, maybe a bit less. Yeah. So if you want, but the better way to do this is create the variable with our dimensions and just put it here, size. You can also put it in Python. It works, but no one uses it in Python. It will still work, but no one uses it in Python because we don't have to. Yeah. Okay, so we have just created our first window, and it shows for a second. Yeah, and it shows and it closes. Yeah, maybe you have some ideas. What can we do to make our window not disappear? Do you have any ideas? Maybe people with some experience in coding may know the answer.
Infinite loop.
Yeah, that's right. We'll make an infinite loop. So to make an infinite loop, which I can, well, true. And here we have our infinite loop. And now our screen doesn't disappear. Now we have it forever, and we can't even close it. Even Alt plus F4 can do the work. Alt plus F4 doesn't work. You can't close this window. The only way to kill it is to kill the terminal.
Oof.
Yeah. So now we have some kind of window. In this window, you can see this thing. It's called caption, and here's written PyGame window. So that is a name of our window, a name of our game, and it doesn't open for you. Do you have the exact same code I have? Yeah. So if we want to, give our window a name, we'll have to write pygame.display.setCaption. And now I'll show you our application, how it looks like, and maybe you'll think of the name for it. So our simple application will look like this. Give me a second. It will look like this. We have some space here. We're in space, and we have a spaceship which can fly. Yeah, that's it. That's our first PyGame. It's quite simple, but to create it, you'll have to know the basics, and you later can develop it further. Okay, do you have any ideas for this app? Space Shooter, Mr. Alien? Anyone else? Spacebar. I like the name Mr. Alien, so let it be Mr. Alien. Now, if we run our application, we see that the name has changed. Now we have here Mr. Alien. Yeah. Okay. Do you have this window? Does it work for you? Maybe some problems with it? Yes. How others are feeling? Okay, I can share the code. Here's the code. Okay,
Mr.
Mr.
Alien.
Alien.
That's cool.
Yeah, now we have created our first window, and it's just black screen. We can't do anything with it. Maybe we want to, that's paint. Maybe we want to change okay, something happened with my Windows bar. Okay, maybe we want to change the color of our screen. Okay, when we are creating this PyGame display, we can create a variable. So later we can change the color, adding pictures and adding those aliens. And to change the color, you have window.fill. And here you write a color. Maybe you have some ideas how to define a color. What is color in programming and computers? Yeah. How do you think color works? I don't think it's corrupted. Maybe you have just an old version. I don't really know. I can't answer your question now. But that's not a virus. Yeah, so my question was, how do color works? So maybe I want to fill it with white color. White color. I can write here white. Okay, that's one way. That's a code for a white color. But I like agent sensor. 255, 255, and 255. Yes, that's how we'll do this. So that's called RGB. So we can store color, and we can store color in a list, which will have 3 elements. I'll explain what do these numbers mean. So this code is called RGB, and the RGB stands for red, green, and white. So
Blue.
yeah. Yeah. So if we want to get a white color, we just write R, which is red 255, green 255, and blue 255, and we get the white color. Maybe you have some ideas. What do we do if we get black? If we want to get black color? Yeah, that's 0, 0, 0. That's 0, red 0, green 0, and blue also 0.
1, 1, 1 will be very close to that, but that is not absolute
That's not black. That's
I mean, guys, 0 means that you just turn off the pixel lamps and that's it.
Yeah. If you want to get red, you just say red 2055 and set other pixels to 0. Yeah, and same with green and blue. That's how RGB works. So now we can change the color of our application. So let it be white. So here I create a variable which is called white, and set it to 255, 255, and 255. And Now, nothing will actually happen. Nothing will actually happen because I have to save these changes. I have to update my display. I have to write pygame.display.update. So I can now see every change I have made. Now you see the color is actually white. Is it cool?
Yeah. Max, can we go step by step? Just
Yeah, of course.
for understand. And you guys answer this question: is this cool? I know that you like dark screens, but won't work. Just nothing happens. That is strange, Arvels. Well, maybe you work from different. Can that be? Do you work from PyCharm? Maybe you didn't install properly things there. I don't know. Oh, that's strange. Can you share your screen one more time? Just print screen, and we'll have a look into that. And how everyone else is doing. Bob, Wallix. Several. Doing Goog. Very good. Max, can you please show the code?
Yeah,
I
of
have
course.
a question, for example.
Yep.
So you actually, what do? You create a PyGame display, right?
Yeah.
And then you save that in a variable called window.
Yes.
Yeah, you can show that even. I mean, if you double click on that, we'll see. No, on window, yeah. And then you just reuse that variable. Actually, that window means PyGame display, right?
Yes.
So it makes the instance of the display class and holds that in the window. Very cool. And then you set its fill with a white color. And instead of white, you can also write any other color, right?
Yeah, for example, let's
so you
create.
can change the list. But can you do it, just call it color, for example?
Yeah, okay. I can call it color.
And you can use their color also, right?
And here we use color. Let's make it green. So the first number is red, so we turn it off. Next number is green, so it will be 255. And the last number is blue, so we also turn it off. Run our application, and yeah, and now we'll have green screen. Yeah. By the way, if you want to run application one more time and you can't, you have to close application first and close application first, and then you can run. Maybe that was Arvel's problem that he couldn't close his app. He has to kill the terminal first, and then you have to open the app. Yeah, I'll give you the code here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but can you see one big problem here? There is actually one big problem. Can you say what is it? No, it's not that it's green. We can change it. Okay, we can make it red or this color, yellow, and space is dark. Okay, let's make it dark. Let's make it black again. Okay, but look here. We are pressing the quit button, the close button, and nothing happens. Do you think that's a problem? Yeah, we can't close it, and user can't close it. Imagine you had Visual Studio Code, and the only way to close it is using the task manager. That won't be cool. People won't want to play our application. to play our game if they can't close it. Well, actually, there are some games which you can't close until you reach this certain checkpoint. Yeah, but we can close our application. If we want to close our application, we have to do one interesting thing. I'll write here a for loop for event in PyGame .event.get. What do I do here? And let me print the event. Let me print the event. And let's run the application. And here you see something is happening. Here you see I have some events. So the event is window size change and the window size change, and something is going on. Yeah. So, and for example, if I press button, let it be close. I can see, but event happens also. So if I press the button close, something happens, and yeah, event happens. This event is called yeah, and this event is called PyGame quit. So each time, so what happens here when we print the event? Our application gets the list of the events which happened with our application. For example, if I pressed button, if I pressed on screen, if I pressed on this button, if I pressed on keyboard. So event happens, and you may actually see it sometime, but everything is so fast that yeah, you see something changes. Yeah, so if we can check if events. We can say if this event is if this event's type is event PyGame.quit, we can do something. For example, print okay. So what happens here? In this loop, we're this PyGame.event.get gets our the list of the events which happened to our application. Yeah, which happened to our application. And we are looping through these events. If the type of the event equals to the event when we click the quit button, we will print okay. So let's, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to ask. So you understand what is event? Event is when something happens. Yeah. And there are a lot of things that can happen to your application. Someone can click it, mouse can be moved over, I don't know, whatever. And one of them is someone clicks the quit button, right?
Yeah.
And then let's see what will happen.
What will happen? Okay, I'm running on my application. And my terminal is dead. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, now my application works. And yeah, what happens if I click the why your PyGame is red? Because you have set the red color. Here you set the red color, which is this.
Maybe it asks why it is underlined red.
Why it is underlined red? I don't actually know. It's some kind of a bug in it's some kind of a bug in the Visual Studio, because if it's red, it shouldn't work, but it still works. Yeah, that may be just some kind of a bug. Yeah, so now if we click the quit button, our application says, okay. Yeah, our application says, okay, that's what we set it to do.
Can you please show the code one more time? So yeah, I'm also doing with you together, by the way.
Yeah, I can also share the code in Discord.
Yeah, that would be nice. So if event type equals to PyGame quit, and PyGame is an engine. It's also a library, like it's a framework. It's a framework actually, and they
So
have their own things like PyGame.quit, and somebody has developed that
for 20 years, as
for
we know
20
now.
years. Okay, print. Yeah, I'm set to go.
Okay, but yeah, Arvels has some ideas. Yeah, Python actually has something your game won't start. Please check if you have closed all these terminal, and yeah, please make sure if you have all other PyGames closed. And if it still doesn't start, please you can try restarting your Visual Studio Code. So yeah, I'll answer Ariel's question. Python actually has some functions which are called quit, which just exits our application, and also exit, which does the same thing. So if we run our application and now we press this button, it closes our app. Nice. But PyGame has also a quit. PyGame also has a quit. PyGame also has quit command, quit function. Yeah, we just write pygame.quit, and it will do the same. Here are some error, PyGame error display surface quit. You don't have to worry about it. Does nothing since we have already closed the application. Yeah, now we can write here pygame.quit or just quit, which is a Python function, or exit. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, if you, okay, if you have the connection to terminal host is unresponsive, please restart this host. What difference between return between quit and exit? There's no difference. These are just Python functions which are written by people who created Python. They decided that they will have two functions. Yeah. And here we have pygame.quit. Okay. Is everything right for you? Do you have this application working? Module PyGame has no init method and module PyGame has no quit method. So I think that's some kind of Visual Studio bug, because if that was a thing, we couldn't even run our application, because it will just raise an attribute error. It will trace an attribute error, but it doesn't. So we can think that that's just a bug. And also, if you read PyGame documentation, it has this init method. Yeah, and I'll share code now. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, Max, maybe let's give them some time, because
yeah,
maybe do some survey. So Max just shared his code. Can you tell, does that work for you? Do you have any questions? Because we're in the live stream, it is not a talking head video in YouTube. You can ask your questions. And if you don't understand something, we can touch some that. aspects different. Very cool. Everything works. If you see that it doesn't work or your program is stuck, whatever, yeah, you can always restart your Visual Studio Code. Okay. So I see that nobody pressed on the question emoji. And I understand that you don't have any problems, so we can continue.
Yeah, I think we can continue.
Cool.
And okay, you wanted to say something?
No, I just told cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, you start your Visual Studio account and everything works. Okay, there is one rule. If you have some kind of problem, the first thing you have to do is try to restart the program. And usually it solves the problem. Okay, if your PC is slow and you can't open PyCharm, you may try using Visual Studio Code because PyCharm is really heavy program. And yeah, okay, so why do we need these brackets in pygame.quit and we don't need brackets in pygame.quit with this uppercase? So pygame.quit is a variable. Pygame.quit, just like this, quit, for example, is free. Yeah, but quit is a variable. We can go here and see that quit is actually an integer.
Oh, it's constant, I think.
It's
or
constant,
variable.
yes.
This is constant, yeah.
Yeah, but in Python you can't create constants.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Got it.
decided that we'll use these uppercase to say that it's constant. Yeah, so width is a variable, just like size or color. And if we use the brackets, for example, color brackets, we'll have a syntax error. If we use here quit brackets, we'll have a syntax error because it's not function. It's not function. We can't do this. So we don't use brackets. Quit is a function. Okay, we can go. Okay, we can go here. We see that it's a function, just like print. Just like print. It's a function. So if we have function, we use brackets. If we don't have function, if we have some kind of variable, we don't use brackets.
Yeah, in simple words, variables, they store values. Functions, they store procedure, like actions. That's the difference. They both store something. Variable stores some value. For example, it could be that quit has system code of 3 or 5.
Yeah, for this command we don't have, for this function we don't have the code, but for example, this quit, we can write here, for example, -1.
Yeah, for example, but I mean, no, I meant not for the function, for the variable. And
Okay.
So it could be that here, you see pygame.quit, but as a variable where max is now, right now, yeah? It could be that it returns like some number 3. It's a variable or a constant, doesn't matter.
We may try print it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's not lose time on that. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Just to explain the difference. And the quit, or for example, if you write there exit whatever, pygame quit and brackets, this is a procedure. This is already set of actions. It will do something. That's why we call them functions or methods.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can continue. So the next thing we will do is, okay, we will create our spaceship. And to create a spaceship, we'll need some kind of image, and I'll send this image to you. You also can use your own images if you don't want to use mine. Yeah, you can use this image or anything else. So when you have downloaded this image, you download it and you just open it, open the folder and copy it to your project folder. So you can access it now. Yeah, just download it and put it in your folder. Okay. When you have your image in, when you have your image in your folder, you can load it. So now it's stored in your folder, but you want to load it in your RAM. So to do it, you write pygame.image.load, and here you type the name of your image. It's ufo.png, and you save this image as variable. That will be, let it go, UFO image, just like that. Now you have loaded the image, your image, just like this, and nothing happens. Well, nothing happens. We can see our image. We can see this image. Yeah, we have loaded our image, but we didn't show it. We didn't show it. To see the image, we have to show it. And PyGame has a method to do it. If we want to show it, we can write window.blit. And here we have to write two things. First of all, our image. And second of all, the position of our image, where our image is. So the coordinates. Let it be, for example, 100 and 100. Yeah, just like with size, we use coordinates. We use coordinates in a list. We store them in a list. So like these coordinates, and write them here. And if we run our application now, we can see that here's our spaceship, here's our UFO. But it can't do anything. It's just a picture for now. So what does 100 and 100 mean? So there are two coordinates, which is x coordinate and y coordinate and y coordinate. I will draw it in Paint. So here's our screen, and here is our spaceship. Let it be triangle. And we said that our spaceship has is on 100 and 100. So the first 100 is the distance from the, okay, not here, but okay, it's this distance. It's from distance from the left side to the left side of our spaceship. So this is 100. This is 100. This is the distance from the left side of our spaceship to the left side of our screen. And this is the second 100. This is 100. So this is the distance from the upper side of our screen, from the top of our screen to the top of our spaceship. So this distance is 100 and this distance is 100. And that's why we see it here. Okay. Is that clear? I may ask you a question. What would we do if we want our spaceship to give me a minute, moment to appear somewhere here. Which coordinates would we have? One answer is 0, 0. Anyone else? Has any ideas? Yeah. The answer is 0, 0. Yeah, I want to remove this annotation. Clear. Yeah, so the answer is 0, 0. And here we will see it now. See. Yeah.
There are some people who report that they have some problems, cannot open the app no more. In that case, can you please show Max how to kill the terminal? So what do? You stop and kill your terminal.
Yeah, you have to stop and kill your terminal. Here you see something that looks like the trash bin. Trash can. Okay.
Yeah,
you just press on it.
And then please don't forget to save it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Control S. Sometimes it doesn't work when you don't save that. Sometimes.
Yeah, just save it.
Control S. And then you run it. And here is your UFO.
Yep.
Yeah, or maybe you have a bug. That's also possible.
Now I have a bug. Something strange happened. My spaceship moved. I don't know how, but it moved.
Anyway, I'll send the code.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So DSP has a indentation error. So this means that you have problems with the spaces or tabs. Just check if you have everything here correct.
Yeah, because in Python, it's so Python actually syntax is based on indentations.
Yeah.
If you have even one space, leading space, like before something, or a tab, as Max just told, that will ruin your syntax. It doesn't work. So in this case, if you cannot find that, just copy my code in Discord and paste it. That should work absolutely fine because it works for me.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we may continue. Maybe you have some questions regarding these coordinates or something else. No, C# doesn't have more IQ. C# uses these curly braces. Yeah. Okay. So now we have our spaceship. Now we have our spaceship, and we want to move it. So we want to press keys like W to go up, S to go down, D to go that's right side, and A to go left side. I may ask you a question. What happens in PyGame? What actually happens in PyGame? What happens to our engine when we press a button? What happens when we press a button? It gives an event. That's right. So we want to check events. So when to check if our user has pressed a button. So if event.type pygame dot, and here we have a name of our event, and the name for it is key down. Key down. Now, when we press key, let us print, like, for example, pressed key. Yeah. And now let's see what will happen. We press run, we have our application, and let's press keys. So now I'm pressing key, and here in terminal I have pressed key. Yeah, and I have that bug again. My spaceship just moved a bit.
But in this case, Max, you have to then check which key was pressed,
Yes,
right?
now I have to check which key. Yeah, now I have to check which key I have pressed. So to do so, we once again can use if. If event dot key equals PyGame dot key. For example, here we have all list of the keys, but we need key W. And let's for now print just up. So now if we will press the W key, we'll have this in terminal, up. Yeah, so if we want to check other key, for example, if event dot key equals pygame dot k underscore a. Right, print. In this case, that will be left. And we'll continue if event dot key equals pygame dot key s. We'll just print down. And the last one, if event dot key equals pygame k, and here we'll have d. We'll go right.
So what do? You actually check step by step which key, but why don't you use else if?
Why don't I use else if?
Yeah.
In this case, I may use else if, but
Because you'll press one key at a time or not.
Yeah, I can check only one event at the time, and one event has one key.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
there's no
else if
difference.
could be used, right? Else if, I also think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do? You actually, is it like Max, you check if, so event type is key down, then you check if event key is W, then you print up. Else, in other case, if event is key A, then you do. Okay. So that's like consecutive checks. Very cool.
Yeah. So that's what I do. And now if we run our application, we may press our keys for left, right, up, down. And yeah, we can press them. One key at the time. For example, if I press two keys, now I will try to press W and D at the same time. I'll just have right and up one by one. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's how we define which key has been pressed. Now I may share this code with you. And now I'll have a question. So we want to move our spaceship. We want to move this picture. So if we press D, it moves right. If we press left, it moves left. So what can we do to what does it mean? What does move means? So what we'll actually do if we want to move our spaceship?
I have an answer.
You may answer.
We need first to fuel the spaceship.
Yeah, we'll need fuel. And for us, fuel is electricity because we have modern spaceship which uses our computer's power.
Okay. So that's a virtual fuel.
Yeah.
All right. Have you heard the question? Please give us some answer. So what does it mean to move something on the screen of your laptop, desktop, monitor, TV, iPad? Pixel by pixel. Wow, what does it mean? Pixel by pixel. So should I drag and drop it somewhere? Okay, I see that people are writing there actively.
Yeah.
Let's see what is the yell at every word. Oh, you mean caps lock? I mean the uppercase?
Why left and not left? So yeah, that's how Python community decided that why left. Okay, we can use here left. I thought you asked questions about this. Python community decided that we will name constants with the caps lock. But yeah, there's no difference. We can use down.
And we will need not them anyway. So
yeah, we will delete them after. Okay, so bigger bot has an answer increase or decrease position, and agent says move plus equals 1. Yes, so your answers are correct. What does move means? Move means change these coordinates. For example, if I want to move left by 10 pixels, my coordinates will be just like this. If I want to move down, here's actually not left, this is right. And if I want to move down 20 pixels, I'll go 20. So how can we do this? Yeah, here we can define the variables, which will be x position, yeah, which by default let it be 0, and the y position, let it be 0, 2. So what can we do here? Here, if we press, for example, key W, we will go up, and to go up, we'll need to decrease our y position. So we say y position equals y position minus, for example, 10. If you want to write it shortly, you can use this minus equals. That's just means y position minus 10. Same with left. If we go left, you want to go left, so we press X position. We want to decrease our X position, so let it be minus 10 too. And same with other things. If we want to go down, we will increase. So here we'll have plus 10. And here we'll have X position plus 10 too. Okay. And now here in coordinates, I will write X position and Y position. Now let's run our code and see that our spaceship can move by 10 pixels at the time.
Max, can you please show that again slower a bit?
Yeah.
Please. So let's see, what have you done? Just questions to you, right? So you have created two variables.
Yeah.
So
before the loop.
Before the loop. So you create two variables. Actually, you just write into memory two values, 0, 0.
Yeah.
Cool. Then if nothing happens, so you enter the loop while true, right?
Yeah.
And then your coordinates are set to that positions, lower, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere lower. Can you show that? Yeah, coordinates are this. Okay, very cool. Then those coordinates are passed to your blit, which shows the image. on the screen at that coordinate.
Yeah.
Now, because it's an infinite loop, right? So it will continue all the time. And if someone presses, let's say, a W key, you change the Y position, you decrease that by 10 pixels, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for example. And then your coordinates are updated and it will update the UFO image. Okay,
Yeah.
looks interesting.
It will update the image because this split method is inside the infinite loop. So it will update our image each time the loop goes.
But does that work for you, everyone? Um,
Okay, I see it works for you. So we may want to store this 10 in a variable. For example, let's call this variable speed, just so it's easier for us as programmers. Let's call it speed.
maybe step.
Okay, maybe step.
Isn't that step or that's speed? It's just,
That's maybe speed.
yeah, speed. It's also, but it's
Okay,
like,
but it's like step.
because speed is usually when something in 1 unit in time, right?
Yeah, but later we'll make that 1 unit at a time.
Okay, got it. Then
Yeah.
do as you wish. I just,
Yeah, so let it be step. And here we replace this, yeah, we just replace this step with this 10 with step, and nothing should change. We still can run our application. We still can run our application, and we go. However, if we just increase this amount, for example, 50, our step will be much bigger and we can go faster. Yeah, and yeah, but let it be 10 for now. Okay, so everything it doesn't move. Okay, I'll share the code now. Yeah, I probably should delete those extra lines here. And
yes.
Also change this. Okay. Any questions for now?
Yeah, maybe let's make a pause and ask for some questions. And how far will we go, Max? What will be the last feature we will add?
The last feature we'll add is that I'll show you now. So, yeah, wait, bit. Okay, my terminal from the other application is broken now. I'll have to open it one more time. Yeah. Here it is.
I have seen also Doom game created in PyGames 3D.
Really?
Yeah.
3D. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can create actually, this is an engine.
Yeah.
That means there are ready things for that, and it has been developing for 20 years. It will not be as rich as Unity or Unreal Engine, of course.
Yeah, because Unity and Unreal Engine are developed by huge companies, and PyGame is just developed by community.
Yeah, that's true. But well, Linux is also by community.
Yeah, yeah.
And but you can create a lot of interesting games with that, with PyGames. And I will say that this is very good start to game development.
Yeah.
Then you will understand. Oh, you have
yeah, that's how
that's
far
really
we.
Cool.
Well, so yeah, we press just once and it goes. And if we have enough time, we'll make it bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also will have the background. And maybe later I will show you some applications I have made with PyGames. Okay, so now I see feels like Pac-Man. Elchin's Pac-Man. Okay, okay, so okay, here's a question. How do I change the background? Let's do it. So we know that we can load the images. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So let's load the image. Here I have an image which I have downloaded from the internet and edited a bit. Okay, so we should place this image in our folder, and I'll send you
Yeah, will you
this
send please
picture
us?
in a
Yeah, thank
moment.
you.
Yeah, just download it and place it in your folder. And now, just like with UFO image, we can create here just like that, pygame.image.load. And here we have stars JPG. Okay, actually, these two things are constants. We don't change them. So we may want to rename them. UFO image. Okay, and one life hack for the Visual Studio Code, if you want to change this UFO image for everything, for every occurrence, so here you see UFO image, for example, you just click on it and rename symbol. And for example, now go with Starship image. And it's renamed.
Yeah, but then you have to have refactoring this. Okay. Well, if you do this, Visual Studio Code will offer you to install refactoring extension.
Okay.
Yeah, then just install that and repeat this step.
If you yeah, yeah, that's background image. Okay, and now we have to. When we have loaded our image, nothing actually happens. Now we have to place our image somewhere. And which methods does show our image for us? Which method? Okay, I see. Marvelous is typing something. No, it's not show. It's blade. Here we have blade with Starship. Here we have coordinates. We can do window.blade and our background image. And it will be on coordinates 0, 0. Why 0, 0? Because, yeah, here we'll show in Paint. It's 0, 0 because here's our window and here's our image. Yep. And here will be our image. It should start here in 0, 0 position and then go maybe here, or probably here. Yeah, so these coordinates will be 0, 0. Now let's see what happens. Now we have a nice background.
Whoa.
Yep.
That really looks cool.
I've been looking for this image for like 30 minutes. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll also share the code.
How do you feel, people there? Are you catching up? Everything is okay? All right? Any questions? Any suggestions?
Dave is asking question how to rename things. If you want to rename some variables, just click on them and use rename symbol on, rename symbol, but you'll have to install a package.
Okay. Wait. You are a bit left behind. Okay.
Okay.
What is the moment you like struggle with or to understand? I understand. Yeah, Max is, he's already professional actually. So that's why he's writing like that's fine. And this is a community event where you see how people code in real life, approximately this speed, maybe even faster.
Or maybe just copying code from Stack Overflow.
Yeah, or maybe just copy and paste. That's it. You need just to get the image and you can just copy Max code there. Max can update his code because it's updated actually.
Yeah, it's updated.
Yeah. So it's the latest code and it's so easy just get his code.
Yeah. K. Kozlovskis, I hope I pronounced it correctly. So we'll make this today. We'll just make it. So what will be, we will press button once and it will go forever, like to the right side until we press another button. That's what we'll do. So I think we may continue if you don't have any other questions. I see some of your typing. Okay. It will be hard to do in PyGames. We'll need to spend more than 10 minutes we have left now. So better would be, we would need additional time to do this. Okay. So now what can we do here? We can create additional variables. For example, X position change. It will be by default 0, and Y position change. And what we'll do here we won't change our position. Instead, we will change our position change. So in this case, Y position change would be minus step. And in this case, we have to define also the X position change. I'll explain this later. Here we describe X position change, and that will be 0, just 0. Yeah, here we'll have X position change. It will be minus step, and Y position actually change will be 0. Here we have Y position change. It is 0. And same with the Y position here. It will be just step. And yes, step non-zero. And here we'll have X position change. That will be 0. And here we also have X position change. That will be step, and Y position change will be 0. After that, I just do like this: X position plus X position change. X position change, and Y position will be Y position change. It should change. And now Now let's see what's happening. Oh, it went too far. I'll have to reduce this step, for example, 0.3. Now it moves. Okay, so what's happening here? Yeah, what's happening here? I created these X and Y position change variables. And here I assign the value. So what do? If I press double key W, I said that each millisecond I will add to this X position change. So here I say what I will add to this X position and Y position each millisecond. Is that clear? Maybe you have some questions about this.
So Max, can I make it?
Of course.
So let's look at this from different points. So you have a frame rate, right?
Yeah.
And your frame rate is kind of a millisecond or what?
We have one. We have
Can you show
1,000. Here we have ticks here. Here we have ticks, and one tick is 1 millisecond.
Okay. So the frame rate is, let us say 1 millisecond, doesn't matter, like 1,000 times per second. Okay. So what do you do? Can you share the code, please?
Yeah, of course.
So what you do, you actually every millisecond change. Okay. Every millisecond change its position, right?
Yeah.
It's usually also called delta X or X delta.
Yeah.
In Unity also, I think we do delta. And that's very cool. By the way, just information, next month we have Unity course. That course will be held by Karen, and that's a full course. And that will start next month. Okay, just information for you guys. And the link to the Unity course is, yeah, just not to forget to tell you. The link to the Unity course is here, and you can already go for that course. That will be cool course. Cool course. Okay, so yeah, I got it also.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have this working?
Yeah, does that work for you? People in the house, please give. So no, yes. Tell us, everyone, does that work for you or not?
I see now 3 people are typing. Yep. Work for me, not yet. Okay. For those people who say that it doesn't work, you didn't write code yet, or you have some errors. What is the problem? It doesn't move. That's strange. That's probably you probably have a mistake in your code. You can copy this code and it will work because it works for me. And the other problem is that you didn't kill the terminal. Just kill the terminal. Just press on this trash bin. Just press on it and run the application. And it will move. Yeah. Okay. So I think we may continue. Okay, so next our step. Thanks, Marex, for the comment. We'll now fix this problem. So we don't want our spaceship to fly out of the screen. We want it to stay in our site. Okay, so how can we do this? We can actually check where our spaceship is. For example, if x position is less or equals to 0. So 0 means this side. So that would mean that our spaceship has to be somewhere here. So if our spaceship is here or a bit here, we'll say that its position change. So in this side's x position change will be not minus that as it would be here, but plus that. Yeah, just that. And we would move it here. Let's see what's happening. If okay,
a bit slower, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you see that this is bouncing.
Yeah. So you get it. You make it negative, right?
Yeah. So what's happening here? I'm checking if my spaceship is somewhere here. I say that it won't be going this way anymore. Okay, it won't be going this way anymore. Step is minus step. It's minus that. I said that it will be going this way. So here we have plus step. Plus step. Yeah, that's it. And same goes from y position. If y position is less than 0, I say y position change equals step. In this case, I can't use else if because my spaceship may be somewhere here. Somewhere here. So that's why I use if. Yeah. Now let's see what's happening now. Yep. I should do something like.
Yeah, please a bit slower.
Yeah. Now we have something interesting here. What happened? So what do I want to do here? I want this position be 1, so that this code isn't executed.
Immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah.
But you can start from 100, for example.
Yeah. So now if I go up and reach the boundary, I bounce. And if I go here, I bounce too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So what we'll do with other coordinates, for example, if x position, if our spaceship is here. So what would we do? We know that the position of our the position of our spaceship is from the top to the top. So from yeah.
How can you get the height of the?
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing now. So we want to get this value. So how can we get the height? That's actually really easy. We just write if position. Okay, now we can't use else if here. First of all, if y position is more than, first of all, window get height. So that's how we get the height minus our spaceship image dot get height. And in this case, we'll say that that's incorrect. I have to do this.
Yeah.
So y position change will be minus step because I want to go upside. Okay, so let's see what's happening now. We're going and yeah, we are bouncing. So what did we do here? By using this window get height, we got this. And we decided that we'll minus image height. So we now can get this value. Yeah, this value. So, and if our image's y position is here, we say that we bounce. Is that clear?
Okay, yeah, you can write in different ways, but
yeah, we can write it in different ways.
But that works.
Yeah. Okay. So, and the last thing, we'll do the same with our right side. If x position is more than window, get width minus get width. That's a function, not function. That's a method. Starship image get width.
Yeah. Then you have to make it again negative step.
Yeah.
For
x position change will be negative step. Now let's see. We can go here and we bounce. Now we can't fly out of the screen. Yeah. Well, actually, I want to make our spaceship a bit faster, so here I'll write 0.5. So now we are a bit faster. Yeah. And I will also share this code with you.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay, how do you feel it? How do you feel? Do you like this PyGame? Is everything working for you? Doing something a bit weird, you can share this code, and that might be really interesting. While you're typing, I may share some applications I have made using PyGame. For example,
yeah.
Okay, I'll now be opening a lot of Visual Studio codes. Yeah. First, I want to show you this spaceship.
Show us your games.
This game isn't finished yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this game. Yeah, so yeah, this game isn't finished yet, and here in this game, you have to shoot the asteroids. You shoot them, and if asteroids fall on you, you lose your health, and if your health is 0, you game over. Game's over for you. So
history returns. I was playing these games at approximately your age. Well, a bit younger than you.
Yeah.
But Max, what kind of games can you also do with PyGames?
You can do different kind of games. You like anything you want, but that's mostly 2D games. We may go to the PyGame community website, the PyGame. and see what other people are doing. So projects. So some people are doing, for example, Rising Apocalypse. Here we have something like, I don't know, you have to fight zombies, collect weapons, and yeah,
Okay.
with zombies.
I think you can do also very popular game with PyGame. If you, well, if we
You have,
remember that once Flappy Bird was very popular, and you can do Flappy Bird with, I think, anyway, even without game engine, you can do that, right?
yeah.
So
For
some
example,
other
here's
games
some kind
or
of shooter,
platform
some kind of shooter.
shooter or platformer or how it's called.
Some people really like math. That's why they're making games with math.
Yeah, that's Sudoku style, right?
Yeah. Tetris
Cool.
for 2 people. Yeah. And a tic-tac-toe or war game simulator.
Oh, even video.
Yeah.
It's like a world map and strategy.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Here we
looks
see
like, and
strategy.
you have UFO V1. V1. Yeah, that's
That's
also
UFO
interesting.
version 1.
And they have their codes there, right?
Yeah, so for example, we can go for source GitHub. And, okay, where is the code? Yeah, here is the code. It's quite long. Yeah,
Well, not so
not
actually.
not not so
20.
long. I expected much more. Yeah. So here's the code. Here you can see, for example, okay, they're using classes, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can see this code and also download it and play with it. Yeah.
That's very cool. That means that you can now, let's say, you can try this PyGame engine because it's simple to start with. If you know Python, even any other language, it's very easy to start with Python. Okay, and you already can do a lot of fun games, puzzles, whatever things, maybe gamification of your studies and whatever, right? You can write, for example, I don't know, history game or mystery game or geography game. Actually, that could be cool. You can make a game and show that to your school, that which can enhance your studies. For example, I don't know, your country's geography, something like this. And you can easily do that with PyGames. It's faster to do that. I know that many people like say, yeah, Max, it's true, right? When we are like young, no, I want Unreal. I want Unreal. That's cool, but you will have a lot of job to get Unreal really working well for you because first of all, it's C++. Well, you can do with blueprints. Of course, you can do that. I'm not game developer, but I have seen, I know, I talk to them a lot and quite a lot actually. And you can do that, yes. But majority of games are just simple 2D games. Yeah.
So
And the
and
question is, can you publish this game somewhere or is that like desktop only? Have you
I
researched that?
I think PyGame is I think that's desktop. I don't think that you can use Python.
HTML5, can you do?
I think that might be. I haven't done a research about
Okay.
this. I don't
So
know.
we can you can check that
Yeah.
someday. Cool. Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was really interesting. And if you guys, if you have bugs, and you will probably have bugs, that's normal. We also do. Just reconcile your code with Max code, check whether that works fine, then develop it further. It's your code.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
questions? Max, do you have anything more to say today? Or
No, I don't have anything more to say.
cool. And
You have made your version of Zoom. That's cool.
yeah,
Real nice. You should
for
put it
sure.
on GitHub.
Zoom, you mean the calling application? Video communication? Oh, that's interesting. Very good. These are popular things. So keep trying, keep doing, experiment. The only way you can learn really good coding is when you experiment. When you really create apps, you make a lot of errors. You create, you catch your bugs. You correct your bugs. You participate in this kind of events. These are very cool. And one more thing. If you know PyGames, you can already participate in game jams. Do you know what are game jams? Find for some game jams. You can find them in itch.io. We will do some this summer, definitely, during the game development course, which will be Unity Game Dev course. We will do. And last year we had the Torium Game Jam, and we had really cool games there, 3D and 2D games submitted by participants. When you do that, you develop faster, even faster. You make teams, you participate in jams, you make your games. You know, you have just 2 days or maybe 2 hours sometimes even to do that. And this is really cool. All right, people. Then if you don't have any questions, I thank here everybody. Soon we'll have another session, so I have to get ready for that. Max, special thanks to you for giving us this very cool session.
Thank you all too.
And we hope to see you again someday with another game. Probably.
Yeah. Or
all right,
maybe...
let's say bye-bye to each other. Wave some hands here in Discord. Bye. Have fun. And GG. Bye-bye, everybody. Max, thank you one more time. Bye-bye, and see you later, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.